Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. The question is, how can I treat tinnitus naturally? And the answer is many ways. Now, actually, this question in a way answers itself, because pretty much the only ways that you can treat tinnitus are naturally. There is really no decent drug treatment. Now, there was something that came out about, I think it's been in clinical trials for a year or two. It's been considered the most promising thing of late, but I've looked on the forums and seen what people have been saying about this new drug, and unfortunately, you know, the few experiences that people were writing about, they said they haven't had that much relief at all. Some people reported more than others, obviously, but overall, it looks to me like the results were disappointing. But obviously, I've only read a few accounts. I believe that the trials haven't finished yet. Still, I think they're undergoing another phase of trials, so we can only see. But don't forget that these drugs are not intended to cure you. They're intended to, I guess, give you some relief and be taken on a daily basis. So, what are the natural ways that you can treat tinnitus? One method that is open, that doesn't involve you taking anything, is something called tinnitus sound therapy, or tinnitus retraining therapy, and this is something that you'll have to be referred to via your doctor, but your doctor may not be able to do that. You may have to go via your ENT, and the ENT is a specialist that your doctor has to refer you to first. But anyway, tinnitus sound therapy involves being introduced to various sounds, the whole purpose of which is to get you to eventually disregard or ignore or block out the sounds of tinnitus. And it's not something that you have to focus to do. It's something that your mind or your hearing gets trained to do automatically. So you'll always know it's there, but somehow almost, you can kind of forget about it sometimes. Now, it's not a bulletproof cure or a bulletproof treatment method, because if it was, then people wouldn't be looking for anything else. So the results can be good, but they're not guaranteed to be great. Probably the better way to treat tinnitus in many ways is to look at the cofactors. Now, what that means is tinnitus is one of these conditions that is controlled by so many different things, so many different factors. And when this happens, it means that different people are different, have a different experience. We have different genetics. Things affect us in different ways. But if someone says, hey, I tried this and it reduced my tinnitus, then it's worth you trying too. And only by investigating each and every single one of these can you figure out what works for you. But if you do that, if you are diligent, if you are determined, if you are focused, which most tinnitus sufferers are, because this happens to be quite a debilitating disease in terms of how badly it affects you, then if you're willing to do that, then you can obtain significant reduction in your tinnitus intensity. How high? Again, that depends on the person. Will it be enough to totally eliminate it? In a lucky few, it can eliminate it. I think, but probably the most people, may not happen, that you'll obtain a reduction but not an elimination. But I think if you were to imagine now, what is your current intensity? Say 6 out of 10, say 4 out of 10, say 8 out of 10. And if you imagine just 2 notches off that, then I'm sure you'll agree with me that that's a significant improvement to the quality of your life, and is worth investigating all those different things. So those are a few of the ways that you can treat your tinnitus naturally. I just want to leave you with this. For best results, if you want to look at those cofactors, if you want to try and reduce your tinnitus intensity and achieve your maximum potential, then we recommend the link below. So please have a look at that site. You will find it useful, and I'll see you soon.